with everything that labor stands for in the city of New York. A man that when you say transit, you think of his name. When you say a local, you think of the rich history of TWU in this city. A man who will fight every boss everywhere for what's right for working men and working women. The president of TWU Local 100, John Samuelson. Good morning, brothers and sisters. We are here today for one purpose: to fight to defend jobs at American Airlines. As Mark put it, the judge over there, who's going to be making some extremely important decisions affecting the families of thousands of workers, he can't hear us. He can't hear us.
And from the outset, we pledged in Local 100 that we would support our brothers and sisters in Local 562 to the bitter end on this issue, and we intend to do just that. Our New York State Conference, which is comprised of 14 locals that are under New York State in the Transport Workers Union, we stand behind Local 562 in this fight. We have had a very good working relationship, we always have, and I just want to say that under this administration that we solidly stand behind our brothers at American Airlines and Local 562.
We need to get together today, deliver a message to the politicians, to the judiciary, to the folks that make decisions in this country about the future of American families, and tell them they need to stand up for American workers, not only workers at American Airlines, but workers across the entire country. American families are in a situation where we're suffering one attack after another, both public sector and private sector. American Airlines is just the latest example of a chain of corporate attacks against our workers. And again, we're here today to defend the flight crews and the ground crews at American Airlines that make that company run.
We're here because of corporate greed, our jobs, we want to keep our jobs. And they're trying to take our contract that we worked so hard for over the years. That's why we're here. And we want Hortonite, we want US Air in.
We're here supporting the APFA and the TWU, and we're here in support of labor, and a deal is a deal.
All right, thank you. I think it's time to end greed. That's the bottom line. Greed is finished. So, clear and concise. Enough is enough.
It's not the bureaucrats that are going to be in that bankruptcy court about 100 yards from here that make that airline run. It's the men and women out before me right now that actually deliver service to the customers of American Airlines, and they're the ones that are getting shafted right now. It isn't the guys in the suits that are making arguments in front of that judge.
Why are you demonstrating today?
I want equal right for equal money. That's all I want. I want everything they took from me, and I want equal rights for all of us at American Airlines. Everybody.
Now we have a joint rally today. A joint rally between the Transport Workers Union and the Association of Professional Flight Attendants. Labor unity is the key to defending American Airlines jobs and advancing working families.
I'm Mary McKenna. I'm here demonstrating against corporate greed for American Airlines, and we got to do something. We got to make our voices heard. This is it. They're decimating our careers, our jobs, our livelihoods. It's not right. It's not right. I worked for American 34 years.
It's enough. I say
enough is enough. Yeah. Right, Lenny?
Yeah. We're here to make our last stand. Make no mistake, today it's all about jobs. American jobs, American airline jobs. This is about the people that make this company work day in and day out, and standing up to the people that make it fail year after year.
Hi, my name's Angelo Balbo. I've been an aircraft mechanic for American Airlines for 25 years. We got a big problem going on here with security. We need these politicians to open their eyes. We have all these aircraft being shipped overseas for outsourcing our maintenance to these third world countries where there is no security. We have a standard here with Homeland Security where they're searching 90-year-old women before they get on a plane to go on a vacation. Yet they allow these airlines to take these planes overseas where we have no jurisdiction on the security there. And the FAA can't even inspect these facilities other than twice a year on unannounced visits. We have to stop these airlines from compromising safety for the sake of dollars and cents. Thank you.
Today, the lawyers and consultants that our bankrupt company is spending millions of dollars on are going to tell the court to order this airline, that in order for this airline to be a success, they need to throw out our contracts and fire 13,000 people. Well, we're not buying it, and we're not going down without a fight.
We're here to support our brothers and sisters. It's not fair you put this much work, your entire life, your family's time, your own personal moments, just to take care of your job and to be told nothing is there at the end. It's unfair. They can do it to American Airlines. They can do it anywhere in the United States. And we're here to show them, no, you can't without a fight.
Thank you.
If we stick together, we can save this company and we can save our jobs. You saw last week what our leadership can do when we work together. Now imagine what all 55,000 of us can do.
With the way things are, in this country, it's gotten to be out of control with the way corporations are taking it out on the American workforce. You know what? It's got to stop now. Otherwise, we're going to be in a bad state of affairs in a very short amount of time. Corporate greed's got to go.
Thank you.
The tide is turning. Horton knows it. Wall Street knows it. Washington knows it. And you guys sure know it. Unions all over this country have been taking a beating in recent years, and now the truth is out. The only way to save American jobs from corporate greed and incompetence is through collective bargaining, by standing together, by sending a clear and unified message.
But Horton doesn't understand it. Nobody's making enough money to live anymore. Company can't make it on what we gave back in 2003. Maybe they need to go away altogether instead of just reorganizing.
no more givebacks, no more concessionary contracts. We're done.
Americans' management is making the wrong choice. They want to trample our rights, gut our contracts, slash our pay, terminate our benefits, and throw us all out into the street. But I don't think that's how this day is going to be remembered.
today?
I'm here because I've been with American Airlines 22 years, right? And I've seen corporate greed at its best. These guys keep taking and taking. We've had enough. We've done everything for you guys. You built new terminals, new airplanes. What about our families? What about our lives? What are you going to just tear them apart and leave us out in the street? Take it easy, Horton. Take it easy.
Thank you.
That the employees of American Airlines stood tall and declared in no uncertain terms that we will not abide by this treatment. We are the heart and soul of this company, and we demand justice. Together, we can achieve that justice, we can save our jobs, and we can make American Airlines a great company again. Thank you all very, very much.
Yeah, John Samuelson, President, TWU Local 100, here in New York City transit workers. Happy to come out and support this effort to fight for our good-paying jobs at American Airlines. You know, we're witnessing one company after another. Just a few short months ago, Verizon Corporation forced the Communication Workers of America out on the strike across the entire Northeast region. It's a very profitable company, Verizon. They're trying to gut the contracts of our CWA brothers and sisters at Verizon, one after the other. An announcement in New York City that Mayor Bloomberg is trying to attack the prevailing wage scales that pay the trades that work for the city of New York. Just a few short weeks ago, Governor Cuomo attacked public sector workers across New York State by implementing a Tier 6 pension, which effectively raises the retirement age for most state and city workers to 63. Thankfully, Local 100 was able to fight that off, and we retained our 25-55 pension. But the point that I'm driving home is that if we don't stand together as workers and we let these companies pick one union off one by one, at the end of the day, there's going to be no work left for anybody in America. And I've said it before, folks have heard me say it. If politicians don't stop talking about it and it's time for them to do something, good-paying jobs in America are hard to come by now. They all talk about job creation, but then they let companies like American Airlines or Verizon attack the good-paying jobs that we already have. How much sense does that make, to talk about the creation of good jobs for American families while we let American corporations run wild, attacking the existing good-paying jobs that we have? At the end of the day, we need to stand together. There has to be a message of unity, and certainly TWU Local 100 will stand shoulder to shoulder with the TWU locals for the airline division in New York and the airline division locals from across the country. Thank you.
Because I need a job.
End corporate terrorism.
Corporate greed's gotta go.
Do I have to say my name or anything? No.
Whatever you like, you don't have to.
Hi, I'm Rosa Maria Gamboa, 28-year flight attendant with American Airlines International, based here at JFK. First of all, this is a career for myself and for the majority of the people that are here. Most of us have flown anywhere from 12 years to 45, 50 years, some of the people here. We feel that we've done our best to negotiate with American Airlines for the last 4 years since our contract expired. They have truly not tried to do anything in fair conscience or give us a viable working contract. We did our best to save the airline in 2003 by giving up 33% of our salary, our every department, our medical was cut back 33%, our vacation, all our benefits, and we did our best to save the airline at that time from going into bankruptcy. That's what we were told. That's That's what the management said to us we were doing. We gave it up. It's been more than 10 years now, and in the end, they still sold us down the river and brought us to bankruptcy. Now, we've had enough, and we truly feel that the situation that U.S. Airways has offered us a viable working contract and an offer to merge the airline, and we hope and pray that the judge will see the reality and the viability that this makes the most sense. American Airlines is a landmark company to the United States and certainly to New York, which was the original place it started. We don't want to lose the airline, and we want to do our best to keep it going in a professional and in a first-class manner that it was. We are all professionals. We save people's lives in the airline. We keep calm. Lately, we've had a lot of issues in the airline where the crew took care of situations to save people's lives, and that's what we do. Our experience is not something that people can take for granted, and certainly not American Airlines. We've done everything we can from the labor, and a true successful owner or boss or manager of a company does not go to his labor to take out of their pockets to keep his company going if he's not taking something out of his pockets. They've taken totally, every time they've had a bonus offer, they took it, they accepted it, and sure enough, we still weren't making a profit. Well, how can you make a profit if they're putting it in their pockets and not sharing it with their employees who keep this company going as best as they can? This is our career. This is not a fly-by-night job. This is what we do. People have families, futures, and all we are asking is the judge to look at this as fairly and honestly as he can, and hopefully he'll understand what we do in American Airlines. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody's doing it.